He had just gotten engaged to be married, but before Geoff Reynolds could tie the knot, he was murdered, found shot to death by his fiancée inside his Mount Vernon home. And now Washington's Most Wanted's Perella Lewis hopes that you can shed some new light into this dark murder mystery.
It is own unique personality.
Her 29-year-old son, Jeff, was Linda's only child.
Jeffrey would wear paisley pants and a plaid top, and to me, I would say, you're a lot like your Grandpa Red with your dressing attire.
On January 21st, 1998, Jeff was shot to death.
The whole thing strikes me as unusual.
It was a Wednesday afternoon, and there was a steady stream of friends in and out of Jeff's house.
We understand that Jeff was home all day, and a couple friends had come over and spent time playing video games, just hanging out downstairs, and with his interest in music, probably playing music at some point.
Sometime between noon and 2:30, Jeff invited a killer into his home.
One of three things happened. Either he preceded the killer up to this room, or they came up together, or the killer came up before he did.
There was no sign of a struggle and nothing was stolen, making a motive difficult to determine.
Jeff, everyone to the last person says, the nicest guy. No one can imagine a reason for this. He didn't have a difference with anybody. Whatever this was over, whether it was cash in a shoebox or something like that, he would have just as well given that to them, whether he knew them or not. And so this murder doesn't make sense.
14 years later, the evidence in this case is being reprocessed, including possible DNA, which may prove critical thanks to advances in technology.
We're working on those items from the very first to the very last one.
In the meantime, Jeff's family is hoping someone will come forward with information now that so much time has passed.
It just seems like somebody should know something in this situation where it happened in the middle of the day.
People that might have information that might not be original information. It might be someone heard something or heard a story back in the day or even a couple of years ago or something. It doesn't have to be people that knew Jeff directly.
If you know anything about the murder of Geoff Reynolds, call the Crime Stoppers hotline, 1-800-222-TIPS.